Hey there. I think we're live. It says video is still starting, so I'm going to give it a minute. Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Supercharge Your Hypnosis Business Facebook Challenge. I'm going to have 3 days of massive content. You guys will have stretches and challenges, and you'll get free gifts. So anyone that is here, thank you so much for coming. While we're waiting for others to join us, I thought I would share a little bit about me. But first, welcome, because I love it that you're here. I love helping other hypnotists and hypnotherapists just like me get clients in their doors and be successful. So here's a little bit about how this challenge is going to roll out. I'll share some key tips and strategies each day, tips and strategies that I've used in my practice for 20 plus years with athletes. And then I'll give you a challenge. Don't worry, it's not going to be too hard and too time consuming, but it will help you grow your practice. It's one of those things that when you stretch, you grow. Oh, and whoever finishes the challenge for all 3 days will get a free 30-minute coaching call with me. We can talk about niching, building your practice, marketing, getting out there, doing things like these Facebook Lives for your target market, for your avatar. And I'd even love to help you set your goals and have a thriving business, because what I love is to help others have successful businesses. So as you're on here, I am going to do my best to watch the comments. I don't see any yet. If you have questions, please put them in the comments and I will address them. My name is Karen Berg. I'm the author of Hypnosis Niche, The Power of Niching for a Profitable and Successful Hypnosis Business. I wrote it about 6 years ago when I decided to niche in with athletes and create the Attitude of a Champion Academy, where I teach and train about working with athletes. And I wrote that book, and it talked about my experience and what I know about niching and how it really helps build your business. I am also the creator, as I just said, of Attitude of a Champion online coaching and mentoring course. So I just want to let you know that before we get started, we're going to talk today about mindset practices and creating a contract. But even before that, I want to let you know that athletes are amazing, and having this business is amazing. We can work from anywhere in the world. In fact, in the next month, I am able to travel down to North Carolina to see my boys. I'm going to drop off the dog there and then go to the ICBCH conference in Orlando the first weekend of March. I'm really looking forward to that. And one of the biggest reasons is because many of you know that my son died in a motorcycle accident a little over 3 years ago, and it's his birthday weekend. It's kind of a tough weekend for me, but when I'm there at the conference, it takes my mind off of it. So super looking forward to that. And then I'm going to stay with my parents who live in the Villages in Florida for a good 3 weeks or so. And I can work while I'm doing it. And that's why I'm able to do it. Is this business, you can pick it up and move it anywhere. I don't have to be here in this freezing cold Wisconsin weather. I can do it from warm, sunny Florida. So if any of you are watching, you're a hypnotist and a therapist, which I'm assuming that you are if you're on this Facebook challenge, then I would say, you know what, athletes are easy, they're profitable, you can see them from anywhere. And I get to, go to Florida, and I'll probably I know I will get new clients down there, because there's a couple schools even in their retirement community that I can go to and talk to the athletic teams. So just so you know, if you don't have time to commit now to this live, it's perfectly okay. I will notify you when the replay is done, and we'll send it to you via email if you signed up on that link for this, and you'll get the gifts, you'll get the videos. So if you can't stay, fine. I mean, I'd love to have you stay if you can. But so if you're here, I'd love you to know where you're tuning in from. Go ahead and write in the comments where you're from, and who, your name, where you're from, and why you're here, what you want to get out of this. And again, thanks so much for joining. So as a good friend and colleague, my good friend that I do the Soul Sisters podcast with, because we're both talking about our books that we're writing, I remember her saying one time at a conference, in order to be the go-to profession for personal help and growth, we have to be successful entrepreneurs and make money doing it. So we want people to use hypnosis, right? We want people to use hypnotherapy. We know the power of it. And most of us are in this field because we used it at one time in our lives and it was incredibly successful. So, we need to be successful in order for us to get out there and have others join us in this profession. So as many of you have guessed by now, I work with athletes as a performance mindset expert. I also see other clients for anything else you can imagine. Many people find me, but I am known as the expert in sports, which helps, and then others find me. So let me tell you, athletes and high performers, they're the best clients, and they truly are amazing referrers. So no matter your niche, I know the most important thing is for you to have the entrepreneur mindset and get clients in your doors. And so that's what we're going to talk about in these next 3 days. So the reason I'm doing this challenge is because I want to share with you some incredible strategies to making thousands a month in your business. So if you ever considered or wanted to work with athletes, you're in the right place. Or if you just want to up-level your business, you want to supercharge your practice, then you can be here. Because this isn't just for athletes. You can use it for anyone and any of your clients. So if you know someone who might be interested in this video, have them jump on with us. They can join the challenge tomorrow. To have them register at the link below, we'll put the registration, so you get these videos, you get the free gifts, and then you get a little recap on what we're talking about. And make sure you leave comments and share with others you think would benefit. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to go over 4 ways and tell you a little bit about what we're talking about, and 3 powerful ways in the next 3 days to supercharge your business. So today we're going to talk about the winning mindset, how to embrace your worth and how to charge for your services, what you're worth, because we do offer a super massive value to people. In fact, you can't put a price on life change. We're going to talk about contracts and raising your prices. We're going to talk about investing in you and how important it is to have self-growth and know what the next evolution of you is. What are you doing to improve yourself? What are you doing next for you? And we can talk even a little bit about your why. And then tomorrow we are going to talk about how to handle objections and how to conduct discovery calls. When someone calls and says, hey, what do you offer? What do you, tell me about hypnosis. I'm thinking about doing hypnosis. How can you help me lose weight? We'll talk about those discovery calls tomorrow and how to champion those discovery calls and really help them to believe and trust in you so they want to become your clients. And then the last day, we're going to talk about niching and how important that is for your business and how you can be an expert in anything. And it doesn't mean you have to only see those clients and you have to niche in, but when you have a successful business, that's how people find you, right? And people find you because you're good, because they want to tell others about the change that you've helped them make. So we're going to talk about that on our 3rd day, which is Valentine's Day. Yay! All right, so let's get into today. If anyone has any comments, I would love to see them. I see that there's a viewer. I'd love to know who you are. Tell me in the comment. Give me a like. Give me a heart. All right, we are going to talk about the winning mindset, how to embrace your worth. Let's first talk a little bit about what you charge. Now, when I teach hypnotists and hypnotherapists how to work with athletes in my mentoring and training program, many times they are very curious, and I think most of us are curious in this business. What do you charge? What do you charge? Because we get to set our own prices. What I charge doesn't really matter. It's what do you value? What is your value? What do you believe your value is? Now, I know when I first started out many years ago, I charged less than half of what I'm charging now, and even less than that. And it's hard sometimes to say, oh, well, am I worth that, right? And yet you're worth it. And when people see the change, they don't consider how much it costs because we help them change their lives. We literally help them go from hopelessness to hopefulness. So whether it's an athlete that doesn't believe in themselves anymore, that knows they're good, we help them go from there to believing in themselves and to having confidence again. There is no value in confidence, right? Other than, so you pay for 4 sessions for a month and the way you see yourself, the way you believe in yourself, your self-doubt has changed to belief is worth some massive value, right? When we help people move from having anxiety and panic attacks to feeling calm again, to loving life again, there's no value in that. And I truly believe that is, that's our gift, is we can do that. And so, just know that sometimes it's hard. Sometimes if we don't believe in ourselves, or we don't believe we deserve this kind of money for whatever reason, or it's not as much money as our parents made, right? That glass ceiling, that we don't think that we should charge more. But put a post-it note on your desk and say, I charge. I did that for, like 6 months before I raised my prices. And then you just start to accept it. And then, believe it or not, people don't say, will you take half of that? They decide if the value is worth it or not based on your discovery call, and if they believe in you and they trust you to help them get the change. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is, as an entrepreneur, a business person, someone that wants to up-level themselves, an athlete, someone that's a musician, if you want to be better, you hire a coach, right? Athletes have coaches, musicians have teachers, speakers have speaking coaches. And so as entrepreneurs ourselves, I want you to know the value of hiring a coach. The coach can help you for many things. They can help you for marketing ideas. They can help you put together a Facebook Live like this. What do you do for the emails? How do you get people on? How do you promote it in your business? What do you talk about? So you can have a coach to help you with that kind of stuff, or you can have a coach to help you break through your blocks, the things that are holding you back from your true potential, who you can be this person, and yet there's something holding you back, telling you you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you don't deserve it. And so business coaches are super important. When I hired my first business coach, I would say 6 years ago now, it was massive for me. And she helped me go in 1 year where I truly believe it would have taken me 5 years to do on my own. And so what is that worth? That was worth the $20,000 that I paid her, because it got me to the next level in my business, and I recovered even more than that. So I would say hire a coach, hire a mentor. I do VIP days if you're interested, but if you're really interested in working with athletes and making money in your business, I would definitely direct you to the group program where I mentor and coach you one-on-one with masterminds, and teach you also the structure that I use when I work with any clients. All right, so investing in yourself, hiring, I have a book coach right now that's helping me write a book, and she is super valuable in me writing a book. In fact, I'm taking a publishing course on Thursday nights, and they said, if you want to have a great book, you better get a book coach, and you better get and pay for a really great editor, and you better go through it draft after draft, and you're going to have 10 revisions. If you want it to be picked up by people, it better be good. And the only way to do that is to hire an expert that knows how to write a book. So there you have it, right? So the winning mindset's super important. A coach can also help you to see your value, and then talk to others. When people say, what do you do? If you say hypnotist or hypnotherapist, chances are they're going to look at you with a blank stare and ask if you can help them cluck like a chicken, right? So it's the elevator speech. It's, what do I help people with? It's what's speaking to them. I help people feel calm again when they have anxiety. I help people move through managing stress when they have a lot going on in their life. I help athletes get confidence and change their self-doubt to belief, right? And I do that using hypnosis, because some people are afraid of hypnosis. Believe it or not, there are people out there that, well, I know you guys believe it actually. There are people out there that think hypnosis is voodoo or evil, and it's not. It's using the power of our minds that God gave us. But yet, how do we articulately share that with others, right? So I want to talk real quickly before we finish about creating your contract. And when I see that there's 6 viewers, you guys, I'm not seeing like who it is that is here. So write in the comment who's here. I would love to know who's here. All right, creating your contract. I do this with every athlete. I learned this in my transformational leadership course years ago, and it's massive. I'm going to tell you the value of a contract is to shift you out of negative thinking, thoughts, feelings, and for me, I would call it vibrations. So here's an example. I would say the last month, starting in November, I started to feel really low vibration, and I'm just going to be vulnerable with you guys. When I say low vibration, I mean I was feeling frustrated, but not at anyone, just frustrated. Like I could feel it in my being. I was feeling sad. I was missing my boys. They moved 12 hours away, the both of them. And as you know, Josh died in the motorcycle accident, and he's in heaven. And I'm missing him like crazy. The holidays aren't the same. That was starting to get to me. And then I invested in myself and my business a good chunk of money for Facebook ads, and I'm offering a workshop, which I'll tell you about later. I'm offering a workshop on the 23rd of February, and so I invested in a marketing manager and a new social media manager, and really invested a lot of money. And the Facebook ads weren't converting. I'll let you guys know the skinny on Facebook ads soon. But they're not working out so well. And so I was feeling frustrated around that. Like, literally, I was like, what is my deal? This is not like me. I'm not feeling like myself. And so there was a lot of things that I tried to do. Like, I am so blessed, and I do have a lot. And I totally know that gratitude helps us. And yet, what helped me the most is my contract. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about just now for a few moments. And your contract is creating, and whether you're a hypnotist, hypnotherapist, entrepreneur, whatever you do, anything, mom, dad, sister, a contract is going to be helpful for you. So what your contract is my contract. I'm going to tell you the example first. My contract is I'm a powerful, loving, giving leader. Now, how that helps me is when I get in my funk that I was in, like literally is, sometimes I get to this space of like, did my son really die? Like, am I really gonna never see him again? I miss him like crazy. And working on this book that I'm working on with him about my experience in, those 2 years between the divorce and Josh dying, the book is on that and my awakening toward it and how I navigated through it. And then also some spiritual stuff that came in and helped me in my spiritual experience. And, so I was really feeling it with Josh. Like, working on this book is starting to sometimes, like every single day I'm back in it, right? I'm back in that year that he died, and it can be tough. And so what I do is I shift into my contract, and I remind myself when I feel in a funk, I am a powerful, loving, giving leader. Yes, I am. And I know that as a hypnotist, hypnotherapist, and you guys all know this, is we can't have two thoughts at a time. We can't believe we're powerful, loving, and giving and truly focus out and then stay in our funk about how sad we are or what we don't have. And so for me, when I remind myself, who am I? Because a few years ago, I did say to myself, who am I? Like, who is Karen Bird? I had to really, really reinvent myself. And so if you're going through that right now, I feel you, I hear you, I am here for you, I see you. And so the contract is super powerful. So write your contract. It's your challenge for this week is I am a blank, blank, blank. And you can end it with any noun, a woman, a man, a hypnotherapist, an entrepreneur, a laborer, a friend. I am a blank, blank, blank. Mine is leader, but you can do anything. So mine is powerful, loving, giving. And let it be something that you don't truly believe you are. Because when I set this contract, I didn't believe I was powerful. I believed I was small, and I was playing small, and I was little, and I couldn't be powerful. And so for me, stepping into being a powerful leader, that was massive. So set your contract as something you want to be. If you're an athlete, it's usually something like, I am an aggressive, confident, calm soccer player, because they feel anxious, so they want to be calm. Or they're not aggressive enough and they've been told you have to be more aggressive. Get in there, get that ball. So that's what their contract is. I am a blank, blank, blank. And for you that are hypnotists and therapists, go ahead and end it with entrepreneur, solopreneur, or hypnotist or hypnotherapist. Okay, so create your contract. If you signed up at the link below, you will get a registration, so you get emails on writing that contract, a little bit more details on it. All right, so I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know it's already been 20 minutes. I did not expect this to be so long. Make sure you join me in the next 2 days. I have tons and tons of value to give you. One of the things that I've learned with athletes is bits at a time, because we tend to know more than we think we know. And sometimes we give too much. So I know that I have athletes, when I work with them for 4 sessions, and the 4th session is a lot of review of mindset training that we've done throughout those 3 weeks, because it's always helpful to be reminded about these things that we think we know or we should know. Okay, I don't know what that's telling me. My frame rate is low. All right, so I want to, before we're done, I want to invite you to the workshop coming up on February 23rd. I will have the link below this video. It's called Supercharge Your Hypnosis Practice. It is a 2-hour video on how to work with athletes, all of my tips, all of my tricks, all of my strategies that I use. Obviously, it's not all, because I do have an online course that is a 4 to 6 month course where you get everything, all the videos, all the demos. This is two hours. It's choose your price between $1 and $47, just to know you're committed. And I don't want you not to be here because it's too much. So go ahead and choose your price. $47 will get you a lifetime replay if you can't make it. But again, it's February 23rd. Join me. And I will put the link to that also. And it's for anyone. And you don't have to necessarily work with athletes. There'll be a lot of strategies in those 2 hours on how to have a successful business. I've done it for 20 years and I want to share with you. So if there's any questions now, please type them in the chat. I would love to hear your questions. And even if you're watching the replay, post the questions. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it and I will answer your questions. So please do that. And I appreciate you coming. I hope to see you tomorrow. I hope to see you on my workshop on the 23rd. And again, be sure to register for the event so you get all of the information and the free gifts I give you. Today, I'm giving you a contract. And I think today in those emails, either today or tomorrow, but sign up, you will get my book, Hypnosis Niche, that I wrote. And that is the book on how to have a profitable business and what niching does for you. So again, thanks for joining me on this Monday. I'll be back on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern. And then again on Valentine's Day, Wednesday, and we'll be talking about more things to help you up-level your business. So thanks again for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.